It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
If you're tired of watching fuel prices keep going higher and higher with no relief in sight, then you owe it to yourself to call the folks at SaveOnGasMoney.com. SaveOnGasMoney.com can cut your fuel bill by up to 30%. 4-cylinder, 6 or 8, gas or diesel. So next time when you fill up, if you hate seeing those numbers just keep on spinning and spinning, give SaveOnGasMoney.com a call and start saving up to 30% on your fuel bill. Ask yourself, have you ever seen the fuel prices go down? Neither have we. For more info, go to SaveOnGasMoney.com.
Hi, Kaiya.
Hi, Johnny.
Do you like motorcycles?
Yes.
What kind of motorcycles do you like?
Harley Davidson.
You telling me? Are you telling me?
Get your motor running.
Yeah. Now, this is the long version, and you keep thinking, but they just keep going on, and they don't start singing.
I always say, looking for attention, not adventure.
No, you could look for attention. And I'm sure you get it in wherever you look. Do you ride a motorcycle?
No.
You've taken pictures on motorcycles.
I sure have.
Yeah. So you would want to do other pictures on Harley Davidson?
I would love to.
Ooh, I'm telling you. We have to do a commercial down there.
I'm ready.
They need somebody.
Sounds great.
So you're up for it?
I'm up for it.
Do you know where they're located?
Kearney Mesa.
They're in National City. But there is a Harley in Kearney Mesa. But
Don't put me on the spot.
No, but our client is in National City, right off the 5. You'll see that big triangular sign. It says Harley Davidson. That's where they are. They're one of our best sponsors. They're wonderful.
That's
and
awesome.
not only do they do motorcycles, but they have like religious things on Sundays. They have fun runs. They save animals and stuff like that. So they're very community orientated. Is that a word? Orientated? we'll try it on the Wikipedia. You know, I have a 3rd grade reading level, so you'll have to excuse me. So, you want to go out to 3201 Hoover in National City. It's right off the mile of cars in National City. Go see my buddy Jim. Go see my buddy Anastasia. And Mariana, you want
At Harley Davidson.
exactly, in National City. But that's not the reason we called, is it?
Nope.
Nope. We have a lovely young lady, and she's going to tell us more because her name is
Christine Moore.
Christine Moore, exactly. So we've talked about 2 of your hats.
Yes.
One of them was the Urban
Corps of San Diego County.
right? And now, do you know any Urban Cowboys? No. And the number 2 was the first one, and that was
3rd Avenue Village Association.
Right, so number 3, and they're pretty cool. You have everything on 3rd Avenue. It's almost like the $10 mall, but it's not the $10 mall. And you know, if you're going to get married, this is the place to go.
This is
Why?
the place.
Why? You got
Absolutely.
the jeweler, right? You got the hair guys. You got 3 or 4 hair guys up and down the street. They're running up just on the street,
Right.
just on the street themselves. Right. You got the wedding dress,
Right.
the prom people,
Tuxes. Uh-huh.
You've got the place where you can get married, the banquet
Right.
hall.
Right.
You got everything.
Well, we even have a mediator down the street, and I think there's a divorce attorney next door, too.
Right.
Really,
It doesn't work out, right?
You know,
Gotta have alternatives.
when you think about it, marriages end in only 1 or 2 ways:
Right.
death and divorce. Right?
There you go.
There you go.
That's why
So
they say you need a DD.
I know. So that seems like a promising adventure to get into. But there again, not the reason we called. But if you're coming down to Chula Vista, this is the place.
Absolutely.
It is happening.
Absolutely.
So what is the 3rd hat that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I actually have more than 3, but I'll tell you the 3rd one. The
All right.
3rd one is that I was just elected chair of the Cultural Arts Commission here in the city of Chula Vista, which is a volunteer board. Thank you. I'm really excited about that. That's a volunteer board made up of residents of Chula Vista who will get together and try to come up with ways to support cultural arts here in the city. And we're advisory, so that what we do is we give our findings to the mayor, to the council, to city staff, to groups that might be interested in supporting arts here. And it can be anything from literature to theater to film to music, dance. And all of us are volunteers, and all of us are committed to the idea that supporting the arts improves the quality of life for Chula Vistans.
Totally.
You know, everybody talks about filling the potholes and making sure that public safety is a priority. But another piece to enjoying your life here in Chula Vista is having fun things to do and exposing yourself and your family to new artistic
Experiences.
opportunities. Right.
Yeah.
You know, we have one of our, you've probably seen the shows on our, the talk.
Of San Diego.
that we have a cultural editor, a producer. Her name is Susanna. And she goes mostly in San Diego, but I'll put the bug in her to come down here in Chula Vista because we've done the shows at the Lyceum Theater. We've had the gentleman from the Lambs Theater, some of the Lambs Players, if you will. So she goes around and gets all those people. So I'll tell her come down here to San Diego, to Chula Vista, because we'd love to have her on the talk.
Of San Diego.
There you go.
And, we do have a wonderful theater here on 3rd Avenue. In addition to everything else we talked about, we also have our very own playhouse, on-stage playhouse.
It's very beautiful. I walked up and down the road, and I'm like,
right?
downtown Chula Vista is very nice. I like it.
And, in keeping with our goal of making the arts accessible for Chula Vistans, on-stage playhouse, they talk the talk and walk the walk.
They're awesome.
They have their ticket prices, but then one night a week, they have pay what you can night. And so they want everyone to be exposed to theater, and it's even
Is it a different night all the time?
I think it's, we have somebody from the theater here tonight who might talk more about that, but I think it's usually Wednesday nights.
Okay.
And, it's don't let lack of money stop you from going to see a good play. So, I love
Definitely worth it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The plays are great.
Do some people overpay?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Pay
I hope so.
what you
I'll
want,
say I
right?
hope so.
Yeah, you would think.
Right? I would love that if people overpaid.
Yeah.
But don't let it stop you.
What kind of plays do we have going on there?
Well, I don't want to steal her thunder because I think she's going to talk to you later tonight, and I'm sure she'll want to tell you all about it. But the exciting thing is that the theater company is, I believe, just returned from a trip to Illinois, Ohio, where they were competing nationally against other small theater companies.
That's awesome.
So that's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Our little hometown theater company on a national stage. So very exciting.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So, but the Cultural Arts Commission is really tasked with, creating opportunities like that and
Helping people find the right avenue.
Absolutely. And
to channel their skills.
Absolutely. Well, not just that, but Chula Vista was really hit hard by the economic downturn. We had a lot of foreclosures in our city.
Yeah.
And so, when you're trying to make ends meet and pay your bills and make your mortgage, there's not always money left over to do the fun stuff with your family.
Extracurricular stuff.
Right. So we want to make sure that those fun, free, or low-cost opportunities are available to the residents of our city.
Yeah, get them out, get them from the community,
exactly.
get everybody involved.
Sure,
That's
absolutely.
so awesome of you. Totally.
I love it. I'm very
And
fortunate.
I understand that Otay Ranch is turning around as far as economically.
Yes, in fact, they're Forbes just named Chula Vista the second fastest recovering city in the country since the economic downturn. So we are definitely bouncing back with a vengeance. And
Well, we got so many cool things here. You got the water park. That
Yes,
just opened
Aquatica.
up, right?
Sun City.
Aquatica. And then you've got the theater there, which is called the big amphitheater.
Sleep Train.
Cricket Wireless.
Nope, they changed it to Sleep Train now.
Sleep Train?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just
It was
rebranded
gonna be
it.
It was Coors.
Right.
Right.
And then it was Cricket, and now it's Sleep Train.
It was going to be the Talk of San Diego show
Right?
theater, but they found out it was too long of a title for the advertising balloon.
You know what?
It
Then
couldn't
make a bigger
wrap.
sign.
Yeah.
Make a bigger sign.
So I just let's Sleep Train have it for this year. Now, how did you go about getting elected? Not that you aren't the most electable person I've met,
Well,
but what's the process involved?
So to be clear, I was just elected by my peers on the commission, not by the public. I didn't run, I didn't run a political campaign.
Well, still.
It was just the people on my commission that, we had an opportunity to elect a new chair.
It wasn't like hot potato, was it? Oh, okay, you do it. No?
Yeah.
It
Well,
wasn't like that, was
the
it?
thing is,
Does it come with a lot of responsibility?
Or money?
no money. It's like I said, all volunteer,
yeah.
and the responsibility is that you have an obligation to give back, and you have an obligation. There's a finite number of members on this committee, so if you're selected for this, you need to perform and you need to deliver, and so I take that very seriously.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so
that's
I
very
want to do
noble of
cool,
you.
free stuff for residents. I grew up in San Diego and East San Diego, and we didn't have a lot of money, and so getting to do that free stuff, puppet shows in Balboa Park, all of those things that cost my mother nothing, but kept us entertained, kept us busy, kept us out of trouble.
Family oriented.
Absolutely, right?
Definitely.
So now I want to give that back to the residents of Chula Vista.
That's so awesome.
Thanks.
That's why we do the show. It's more like a babysitter. They just, here's the computer, watch the show, and that's it. So, hi kids, time to go to bed.
Night night.
Yeah. So that's 3 hats down.
Right.
You got one more hat to go. At least one more hat.
Oh, I have a few hats.
How many? Well, let's go with the next hat.
So I also just finished up a term as president.
Imperial Valley?
Past president. Well, I handle Imperial Valley as well.
Okay.
But this was for South County Economic Development Council.
When do you have time?
I know, right?
Do you breathe and sleep?
A little bit. A little
You're
bit.
awesome,
when
girl.
needed.
Do you have any children that you would
do.
recognize?
I do. I have 3 awesome kids. And I'll give a shout out to my son Raymond. He's a Hilltop High School student, and he's learning how to drive. And then my middle daughter
Look out.
Celine, who up until a few weeks ago worked here at Montia, and then my oldest friend Chelsea, who just graduated from Berkeley, and of course my wonderful husband Jason, sitting right over there with a nice cold Peroni in his hand. So jealous.
She's jealous.
Why, did he want to be on the show?
I would love for him to be in the hot seat.
All right. So, Imperial Valley. What's going on there?
So
It's
Imperial
hot,
Valley,
isn't it?
okay. So I handle, for my position with AT&T, I'm Director of External Affairs, and I handle Imperial County and Southern San Diego County. So I just finished up a term on the board of directors for the Community Foundation out there, which is a really awesome organization that is underneath the wing of the San Diego Foundation. And what it does is, let's say that you want to make a donation to a charitable organization. It's really hard for you to figure out the tax stuff and create this vehicle to donate the money.
Yeah.
Imperial Valley Community Foundation has that
Helps
vehicle
you.
and helps you donate it in perpetuity for your family. If you want to name it a certain thing, they will help you set that whole thing up and make sure that donation goes exactly where you want
The
it
way
to.
you want it to. Yeah.
Does it have to be money, or can it be like cars, boats, trains?
Currently, it's just money, but I think that may be something they'd be looking at in the future, because we do know that those things are of value as well. But
Yeah.
right now, it's small. It's only a couple years old,
Okay.
and so we're looking at supporting things in the valley like that.
And where can we go about checking that out?
So the Imperial Valley Community Foundation is the. Sorry, you can find that online, and I'm sorry I don't know the website. I should know
Oh,
the
that's
website.
okay. We'll find it. It'll be on the screen.
But I guarantee you can Yahoo it and it will come
Well,
up.
We certainly enjoyed that you came out this evening and at
you.
least changed your outfit so it's not a floating head. So that's pretty cool.
Believe me, I'm glad. I'm
Don't
more
let him give
happy
you a
that
hard
I did
time,
that
girl.
than you are.
So once again, thank you for coming out. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a break, and we've got another guest coming up. How's that sound?
Corey Mendez.
Yeah. Which she's coming up. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
All right. So this is Johnny
And Kaiya
with the talk.
of San Diego.
I'm so glad we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby.
I don't care, I don't care. My jokes don't go over, I don't care. Everybody, I don't care. He does not care.
If you're looking for authentic Mexican food, but don't want to sit and wait in a 3-hour line at the border, then why not come down to El Cilantro Mexican and Seafood? At El Cilantro, we pride ourselves in serving the freshest, most delicious Mexican food and seafood this side of the border. In a relaxed, comfortable Spanish atmosphere, you will be sure to enjoy anything you choose. Tacos, burritos, carne asada, carnitas, seafood, all with a taste that'll make you think you are just 3 miles south of here in TJ, but no long lines. Voted Best Mexican Restaurant by the Talk of San Diego, El Cilantro is located at Imperial Beach Shopping Plaza, just off the 5 at 764, 13th Avenue and Palm Avenue.
It's muy bueno.
The Talk of San Diego. Don't drown, look around. Bumper stickers are now available at most Zippy's taco stands and at Airport Terminal 2.